So a couple of days ago, I was looking through some Max for Live plugins and I came across this one here. It is called Inspire. So Inspire is a device to help you overcome creative hurdles by providing you with explicit musical suggestions to implement into your production. But I just like to think of it as a beat making challenge generator. I think that name is pretty appropriate. So anyway, today I'm going to be using Inspire to help me create a beat. Let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. This is Inspire. So it is pretty basic. Every single time that you click it, it will just generate some random inspiration. And you can also go through and choose some different sections. We have writing, arranging, sound design, as well as mixing. So today I'm just going to be using Inspire for pretty much everything to make a beat. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and see what is up first. Staccato, use short notes. It seems like things are off to a pretty easy start, so now I'm just going to bring up another Inspire, and I'm just going to switch over to the sound design section, and now I'm just going to use this to generate inspiration for what sort of instrument I should be using with the staccato notes. So, a preset with staccato notes. This just seems like a normal thing for me. What kind of preset though? I guess I have choice of anything. I think we'll go through Serum. I don't actually really like any of these presets, but I'm sure I can find something I can work with. So because we're going for staccato notes, I think I'll go through the pluck section. Nope. Why so much reverb? I quite like this preset here. I'm just going to check if it said I was allowed to edit the preset. Use a preset and tweak to taste. Yes. So I'm not going to tweak it too much. I'm just going to make the sound a little bit shorter. I just think that this will help with my staccato notes. Okay, so now I'm pretty happy with this preset. Let's go ahead and record in our staccato notes. Now, do we go for Launchpad or do we go for keyboard today? I think I actually stick with the Launchpad. I've been having quite a lot of fun with it lately. Okay, now I've moved into another Inspire. Hopefully I get something for drums. Okay, so that is not really what I wanted for drums. I guess I'm going to have to use some of these Ableton native drum kits. Oh no, I don't actually know if any of these are going to go with the melody that I've done. I mean, I could just cheat and use a selector kit, but I won't do that. I think the only one that I'm really liking is this Iron Man kit, so I guess I'll have to use that. So now I'm just going to load another Inspire into the drums, and I'm just hoping that it gives me some inspiration for what kind of drum beat I should do. Okay, so for this drum beat, I'm going to have to feel it, which means turning off the metronome. And I think I'll also have to disable my melody while I record in the drums because otherwise they'll be too easy. And now I think I'm ready to record in my drum beat. This is going to be a disaster. I think that is alright. Let's have a quick listen to it and see how close it is. I really thought I was on time. Oh, that is a disaster. I'm going to give it another try. Yeah, that one's way better. Tapping the table definitely helped me out with that one. Let's have a listen to it. Okay, that is not sounding too bad. I don't know if I should risk it and try record a better one or if I should just stick with this. Oh, I might actually give it one more try. I'll leave this other one here just in case I can't do anything better. Oh, that one looks good. That looks really good. Let's have a listen. Oh, that one's much better. Let's duplicate that over and we'll be using this for our final beat. So for this drum beat, I'm not even going to apply any quantization because that would just be cheating. So I think that is going to do it for the drums. Now I think it is time to bring in some more Inspire channels. Hopefully we get something good. Come on. Distort. Add distortion, saturation, overdrive. Oh no. So I've got distortion. I might actually use this channel for a bass. I'm actually going to duplicate this over. Be smooth. Use a sound with a long release. This is definitely going to be a bass. So I'm feeling a bit risky, so I'm just going to duplicate this over and I'm going to try get some more sound design inspiration. Layer 2 or more sounds to create a composite sound. I just realized that my video wasn't recording. Oops. Anyway, now that I've got this inspiration here, I think I'm definitely going to be making a bass for this channel. So I'm just going to use an operator for this. And the first thing we're going to do is put on some distortion. And now the next thing that I have to do is I have to add on a long release. I am pretty happy with how that sounds, so now I'm just going to bring in another operator on a new layer. And now for this layer, I'm just going to make things really crazy. So I've just brought in a saw. I think I might bring in another one. Now we're going to bring in a noise. That is sounding ridiculous. Let's bring on some chorus. Maybe a bit of reverb. Whoa, what happened there? And I'm also going to put on a saturator just to make things even more crazy. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so the layer inspire actually says 2 or more, so I think I might bring on another one. I'm just going to duplicate this one here, and I'm just going to put on an auto filter before all of the effects. Let's see how that sounds layered up. Yeah, I quite like how that sounds. Might actually duplicate this layer over again. And I'm just going to have a mess around with these filter settings. Let's see how it's all sounding together. So I've just been playing around with the sound for a little bit, and I actually think it sounds better as a higher melody rather than a bass line. So yeah, let's go ahead and record in our melody. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how things are sounding. They're starting to sound very gritty. So now I think it is time to move on to something else. Let's see what our inspiration is. So we have imitation. Repeat the same musical phrase using a different voice. Okay, this is interesting. So I might actually use this first melody that I did, just because I feel like it could work with a couple of different sounds. And now we just have to find out what our sound design is. Reverb. Oh, that is too easy. Let's see what the next one is. Get Paddy. Use a sound with a long attack and a long release. Oh no, that is not really going to work for this. I mean, this might work if I give it enough reverb. It could sound like some chords. Oh no, do we go again and do another one? I think so. Go analog. Use analog or a similar analog modeling synthesizer. Okay, let's pull in an analog. And I'm just going to stick with the saw wave because if I use anything else, I feel like it will just blend together. Okay, so let's bring in some reverb. I feel like we're going to need a lot to get this working, and now it's time to add on the very long attack and the very long release. Ah, this sounds pretty good. Let's see what it sounds like with the rest of the instruments. Yeah! That is sounding quite nice. It is sounding a bit rough, but I think I can fix it up later. Anyway, now I think it is time to move on to the next instrument. I really think this one needs to be a bass. Use simpler or similar sampler. Okay, I guess this could work for bass. I guess it means that I'm going to have to use one of these presets. So... oh, we'll just go with this one here, 808 bass, easy. Now I've just brought in another Inspire, and we're just going to switch over to the writing section. Staccato, oh, no. Using short notes for my bass? Oh, that just ruined it for me. I thought it was going good so far. Damn. So I got a pretty decent sound, but I'm going to have to use staccato notes for a bass. I think because I'm having to use staccato notes now, I'm going to have to change this bass. Maybe we'll go for Moogie. Anyway, since I think this is the best that I can get, I think I'm just going to have to go ahead and record in something. Yeah, that sounds pretty average. I guess I can't be too annoyed with this Inspire plugin because I wouldn't usually do a staccato bass. It's definitely making me try out new things. Okay, so I think it is time to move on. Let's see what is up next. Think small, use short loops. Okay, I guess I'm going to layer in some percussion sounds. I want to make things more interesting, so let's bring in another Inspire layer. Percussion, use only percussion even for melody. Well, that is what I was going to do anyway, so let's bring in another one. Soft, turn down the volume. I was also planning to do that as well, so let's bring in a fourth one. Oh, okay, this is getting nowhere. Let's just do some percussion using short loops and turning down the volume. So I'm just going to take this loop here, but because I'm meant to be doing short loops, I'm just going to cut it much shorter than it is. That sounds quite nice. Now I just need to turn down the volume. So now I actually think I have enough instruments. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through all of the instruments again, and I'm just going to go through and I'm going to use Inspire to help me mix the track. Perspective. Listen to your mix through some really bad speakers and see if it changes your perspective. Well, luckily I have the worst of the worst headphones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to the track through these $6 headphones, which I made a video with the other day, and I'm going to see if it changes my perspective. It probably won't. I was really hoping that I'd never have to use these headphones again. Whew. Oh yeah, that sounds terrible. I can't say it's helping me at all. Nope, that was a waste of time. That did not help me out at all. Let's go back to these headphones. Because that didn't really achieve much, I'm going to have to bring in another Inspire. Break. Take a break. Okay, that is easy. I'll be back soon. I think that is enough of a break. Let's get back to working on our beat. So the first two mixing Inspires were pretty useless. Hopefully this third one is alright. Autopan. Use Autopan. Oh, that one's pretty easy. Boom. Done. Oh, it actually sounds a whole lot better than I was expecting. That one was actually good. Let's bring in another one. Break. Really? I just took a break. Okay, let's try it one more time. Oh my god. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna give up with these mixing inspirations. So anyway, I think I'm pretty much done with that. As usual, I've gone ahead and added on all of the finishing touches off camera, and yeah, so here is the finished beat. Enjoy! So there we go, that is Inspire, or as I like to call it, the beat making challenge generator. It was actually quite fun to use, and I liked how it forced me to do things which I hadn't done before, like using a staccato bass. I don't think that the plugin was intended to be used this much, maybe just a couple of times on an entire project, but I just thought that this would be the most fun way which I could use it. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave a link to where you can pick up this plugin down in the description. It does cost $10, but you can get a free version, which is just a PDF, which doesn't come as a plugin, so it makes it a bit harder to use. So anyway, I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. I will see all of you in the next couple of days for my next upload. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.